Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and today in this video I'm going to show you how to install Office 365 on remote desktop server, which is RDS or terminal server. So why do we need Office 365 on a RDS or a terminal server? Because most of the company now using Office 365. So in previous, when we don't have Office 365 licenses, we used to have a standard volume licenses for the terminal servers to install Office, like Office 2013 or 16. So what we have bulk of license like a volume license, and we can install those volume license set up on our terminal servers. But now things have been changed and we have Office 365. So every users in organization already they have Office 365. Like if you talk about my environment, we have Office 365 for each user in for the production or for the users in on their laptop or desktop. Then we have a separate RDS server, but we need Office 365 installed on those RDS servers also. So I'm going to show you how to install it. So basically you can use your Office 365 license to activate your session host Office licenses. So you don't need to buy extra licenses for if you want to install in a remote desktop server or terminal server. So basically you can use your Office 365 license. So we'll see how it's work and how we can do the activation and all, and what is the requirement to install Office 365 on terminal servers. So what you need to get before started. So basically Office 365, which is going to install on off terminal server, must have Office 365 Pro Plus license. So for now it's coming with the E4 licenses. So if you have Office 365 E4 license, you are good to go, and you can deploy Office 365 on your RDS server, and end users can consume it. So this is good thing. So uh, there are two scenarios where the like in a Microsoft RDS there are two scenarios where you can install or deploy Office 365 on a remote desktop services. So the first one is install Office 365 Pro Plus on RDS server, which is a session based or a terminal server basically, or install a Office 365 Pro Plus on a shared virtual machine, which is Microsoft VDI virtual desktop infrastructure as a pulled one. So in this, the installation is going to be a pretty same. So I'm going to install in this video, I'm going to install a RDS on a RDS, which is basically a terminal server session host based a server. So we are going to follow this first scenario in this video. So what you need, an Office 365 plan that include Office 365 Pro Plus. So if your plan does, like you are using Exchange only license, any other license which does not support Office 365, then user is not be able to consume it. Office 365 which is installed on RDS or terminal server. So make sure that your like each user use a license for Office 365 Pro Plus. So as I said, you have to assign a correct license and a supported version of RDS or a Windows with a Office 365 Pro Plus having like Windows 8.1. You can do it Windows 10, and you can do it on Windows servers also 2016 2019, or also you can do it on 2012 R2. So you must need a reliable connectivity between the RDS server on the internet, because it's take the activation and everything from the Office 365 server, which is Microsoft. If your server does not have internet connectivity, then you will not be able to Office 365, you are not be able to activate those licenses. So it's going to be a something like not be able to uh, like consume the licenses in the proper manner. So a separate user account for each user who logged into share computer. So what this means, like this is something related to single sign-on. If like each user has to use their individual ID to log into RDS server, and that particular license is Office 365 license need to be assigned to that particular user. So this is some technical things which we have to understand about the environment and licensing and the prerequisites. So let's get in, and I'm going to run the installation now. So I have few servers here. This is my Active Directory server. You can say Active Directory DNS role is installed. This is my RDS server, and this is my session host server. So if I go to remote desktop services, you can see I have installed my session host server role on Win2K19 SSG01, which is basically my terminal server. So basically users are getting logged into this session host server. So I'm going to install Office 365 on that particular machine. So this is my Win2K19 SSG01, and if I go here, you can see I have few applications pre-installed on this machine. So basically, like I got the request from user, they need Office 365 on this machine, or this is a kind of requirement, so we can go ahead and install Office 365. So to do this, I'm going to open a few links here. I'm going to show you easy way how you can customize the installation and how you can get the um, files to offline download files. So I'm going to type Office 365. You can type Office 365 offline installer download, and if you search it, you will see Microsoft. First link is Microsoft link, which is use the Office installer. So I'm going to click on that link. So now you can see what they're going to say, use the Office offline installer. So if you scroll down, you can read this page. For me, I'm going to install for business, so select your plan. So this is my plan, Office for business, and then it's going to give you two setup steps, basically download Office deployment kit and download and install Office. So for this, I'm going to download center to download the Office deployment kit. This is the basically a tool which allow us to download Office 365 and customize the installation and download. So I'm going to open this, and I'm going to accept the license, click continue. I'm going to create one folder in my C drive. Let's call it DT Office Deployment Tool, and click OK. So now you can see file extracted successfully. So if I go on that path, here's my ODT. You can see we have few configurations file. If I open any of these files, you can see what the configuration is. Like if I just open with the notepad, you can see this is the configuration. Basically from here to here, this is configuration in this file, and what they are going to say, like add Office client edition 64-bit and channel monthly, and this is product name Office 365 retail, and this is going to be language and product ID and language, and this is going to be some kind of configuration. So same, if you go here and edit this, this is also going to be a setup. Like this is Pro Plus 2019 volume license this is, and you can see others configuration also here. So this is good. So it's going to download Visio project and all Office everything together. So now what I'm going to do, I have downloaded this. So what I'm going to do now, let's download and install Office. So what I'm going to download, I'm going to download install 64-bit version of Office 365 Pro Plus. To click there, and now you can see what it's saying. Just configure, uh, open a notepad and create one configuration file. So I'm going to create this notepad file, and I'm going to paste it here. So just copy this. So if this link got modification something, you can always have the latest thing updated here. That's why I'm showing this all steps, how to create a file and everything. So now you can save this file with this name, install Office 365 Pro XML. So I'm going to save it here, just save it, and now you can see it's going to download the Office 365. So current configuration, our current configuration does not allow us to like use the shared computer. So what I'm going to search, let's search one more thing, Office 365 on a RDS server. So if you search this, you will get the link deploy Office 365 on RDS. So if I open this, you can see there is two things. If I scroll down, there is two things which we have to take care, like display level. You can set to accept EULA true or not. This is the main important thing which we have to make sure it's placed and it's good. So this is what it's enabling share computer licensing value 1. So this is going to be Office is going to allow on a shared license thing. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just paste it this line. I'm going to save this file again. So this is done, and now we are good. And I'm going to open my command prompt here, cmd cd odt, and now we are good to download our Office 365 by using that particular command which was given in that link. So I'm going to open that link, and here if you see, you can see it here for business, and I got 64, and now I need to run this command to download the setup. I'm going to run this setup command, so it's going to be this. So what this command is going to do, this command is basically going to download the Office 365 setup in my local machine on the same folder where the ODT is extracted. So if I go on a performance, you can see my Ethernet it started downloading. So you can see it's downloading the Office 365 setup. To just verify, I'm going on the path. You can see now we have Office folder here, and the current size is around 1 MB only, and it's going to download everything, and it's going to be around uh, mm, less than, I guess, 2.5 GB the size of the installation drive, installation folder, which is going to be once the installation files is downloaded. So you can see it's downloading, and once this is all done, what we can go ahead and run this setup to just configure the Office 365 on our machine. So let's wait for some time. It's going to take 1 or 2 minutes to download the Office 365 all the installation binaries to my machine, and then we can go ahead and we can run the setup. So you can see it's still running, so we have to wait for some time. I'm going to pause the recording. Once the downloading is finished, I'm going to resume from there. Now you can see download is completed and we are good to run the setup now. So I'm going to type setup and configure command. So just hit enter. So it's asking you want to allow. Yes, I want to allow the setup. Now you can see the installation has started, and this is going to install Office 365. And moreover, if you want to customize your installation, like you want to install some specific application only, like you want to don't want to install a project or note, OneNote or Skype, you can go ahead and do those customization also in this configuration file, so those application is not going to install. So this is OSD is a very powerful tool. If you say, like they provide all type of customization related to installation and all related to Office 365. I recommend you go ahead and try some options which you require as per your need, like if you don't want to like everything is moved to Teams and you don't need to install a Skype for Business, so you can go ahead and mark that. So it's not going to install Skype for Business, or maybe you don't want to use OneDrive on terminal server, so you can always go and customize those setups. So it's going to be as per your requirement only. So you can see installation is finished. Office product is now completely installed on your machine. So it's going to take some time. So this is done, and now your installation is finished. So you can go ahead and close this. And now if I go here, you can see the Office product is installed on my machine. So if I open the Word for first time, it's going to ask you few questions or few recommendation, like you need to sign in. If you don't want, just go ahead and cancel this. Then it's going to accept the license agreement, so I accept. Microsoft respect your policies and all, so you can select as per your company organization details. And if you go here, you can see I have logged in with the this account RDS admin. So this is not a basically a valid email address. If you have a valid email address, you can log in, and the automatically it's going to activate from Office 365. So it's like a single sign on. You just log into your machine and it's going to be activated automatically. So this is all about how to install Office 365 on terminal server or a remote desktop server. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe me for more videos. And if you have any query, any question related to this video, you can always post me on my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.